Hello, 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 everybody. This is Alyssa from Make Arts and Crafts with Mochi right there. Trying to sniffle into a piece of cheese that I have sitting on the counter here, or on the desk. So, anywho, we are here. We're going to be unboxing the mystery box kits and see what two kits I got from the mystery box. I'm like so paranoid that they're gonna release like a Yume or like, which of course you guys know is my absolute must-have artist. So I'm so like worried that they're gonna release a Yume in one of these mystery boxes. So I'm like, I have to buy the mystery box because I need to make sure I don't, like, if there's a Yume, I get the Yume. Even though I'm like, they have yet to do a Yume. I know at some point they probably will, and I could probably hunt it down and find it on like a D-stash, but I don't want to have to stress about that. So I did get this box. I do know what 4 canvases are potentially in here, but I won't know which canvas I got. So I did choose this time around. I chose to, like, I looked at all the spoilers, looked at everything. So I know what 4 potential canvases this could be, but I do not know which 2 are in my box. So this is one where there were only 2 canvases in the mystery box. I actually like that a lot better because I feel like when you have the 2 canvases, the 2 new canvases, and then like the favorites, the like customer favorites or whatever, I feel like that you usually are going to get a kit that, 1, you maybe already own, 2, a kit that you really don't like and don't want, because obviously if you would have wanted it, you would have bought it. And so with that, I don't really like when they do that. I like this way better that they've done, where you have the two new kits in the box that are exclusive to the mystery box, and it could be one of a certain number of canvases. So this is one where it's one of, you get 2 of the 4 canvases. There's like 6 different types of box, and I've seen all the different combinations. And I cannot have like one kit that there's none of the kits that I've seen that I'm like, this is a to die for, I absolutely must have. But there's a few of them that I'm like, okay, I like that. That would definitely go in my hoard. But we're gonna open this box and see. I'm gonna take it off the edge because I did not feel like taking my my address off. So we're gonna put it down here to rip open. I just activated the cat squishals. All right, so let's go ahead and see. I can't tell you right off the bat, they are both rounds because they are both pink. So first up, I have not looked at it yet. The first box, or the first kit, is, oh yay, this is the one that I was kind of like hoping to get. So this first one is Spiral Dream, and this is by Bear Brickja. It's a 55.6 by 76.2 round drill canvas. This is like the one that I think was the favorite of the entire box for me. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at this one, and then we're gonna go in and look. I do think the other one is actually a round, so it'll just be interesting to see which one it ends up being. So we're gonna open the box, and we're gonna open this up and look at the canvas and do a little mini like unboxing for this canvas, because I'm excited to see what it looks like in larger than, you know, this tiny little print that we have right here. So we're gonna open her up. I do like the fact that it's a round, because I feel like they normally release a lot of squares in these mystery boxes and not as many rounds. So as we come in here is going to be our standard Diamond Art Club toolkit, which is the white tray. You have the twist and pick type pen that you see right here with a 4-placer. There's a 7-placer inside the tray, pink wax, and the weird putty stuff inside the tray, and a bag of baggies. So that's going to be our toolkit. I'm not going to go through and take the time to open it because you guys have seen the toolkit, so we're not going to go over that. We're going to take a look here at this. So this will be our sticker sheet and our treasure quest card. So go figure, another bronze. I feel like all I get are bronzes. It's really pretty though. So this is called Spiral Dream by the artist Bear Brickja. It's beautiful. Look at how stunning that image is. I love it. I like the jellies. Those are so cute. I have this love of jellyfish. I think jellyfish are some of the coolest, neatest, most spectacularly awesome looking creatures. So 76 colors, round drill canvas. It's a 55.6 by 76.2, which is like my happy place. That's like my favorite size, is like that 50 by 70 size. So that's kind of lovely. And here are our drills. We got some pretty colors. So this one has 2 ABs and 2 fairy dust. And then it's also got, you know, 4 of the 6000 series special colors. We're going to set this off to the side. And we are going to go ahead and take it out. See, I love how easily it fits like right here. It's the perfect size when it's a 50 by 70. We need more 50 by 70s and less of the behemoths, you guys. more of this size. I'm not that person. You guys should all know by now. I am not the person to be like, I must have the largest canvas of everything possible. Nope, that is so not me. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and roll this front end back a little bit so that way we can kind of get into it. There's some features on here that are pretty kind of like standard for all Diamond Art Club canvases. So as you can see up at the top, we have Do What Makes You Sparkle. We've got the legend along the side and on the side over here. And then they have this thicker release or this thicker plastic cover, which I do like the thicker cover. And it does have perforated edges. I really don't follow many of the perforations. If I'm doing a super, super confetti heavy piece, I'll do like a strip that's roughly the width of one box, but it'll be like half the canvas tall. So like the whip that I'm doing right now, I'm working on sections that are they're basically that big. And then the occasional larger section that's like twice the size. But oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Oh my goodness, I love it. Oh wow, actually like seeing it in person, I'm like, okay, I like that even better. I think this is my favorite of the Bear Brickjas. I had a couple Bear Brickjas that I ended up actually destashing because I decided I really didn't like the image as much. I think they were Bear Brickja. I feel like they probably were, but she is beautiful. Oh my goodness. I like the background. The background is going to be primarily color blocking. So that's something that makes me happy. I love that because it's like, I love being able to just have like this simple understated background. But then if you look at the actual image, like look at how stunning she is. These jellies are so cool. These jellyfish are fantastic. And this is going to be like working on this. We have the color blocking. So the large areas of one color all throughout the background. So like all of this, this big section here is 310. And then it looks like we blend in with a little bit of another color, more 310 up over there. And then it starts coming down and we get the gradations where you see it's like, here's a color here, and then you'll have a little bit more of a different color, but there's large sections of color blocking where it's the same color. We do have a fair amount of color blocking in the skin tones of her face, but then we have the line blocking for her hair. So it's, you'll have one color, but in strips. And then with our constellations that you're seeing, so the stars, it's like the constellations that you're like, her head is inside this like galaxy globe. Those constellations are going to be very much confetti. And it looks like we have a little bit of confetti around some of the jellies, but this is really cool. All right, so let's take a glance at the drills. I'm not going to pull all of the drills out because that's just too much of a hassle, but we are going to look at the colors for the drills. But look at this color palette. I like the fact that we have some pinks. We've got some blues in there. We have oranges. We have the darks, so purples, reds, a lot of variety of color in this canvas. So there you can see that yellow. That's one of our ABs right there. And then I think the white, yep, the white is our other AB. And then our dust drills, we have a pink and then a blue. Let me see if I can see them. Oh yeah, so the pink next to the white is actually one of our dust drills right there. It's that pink right there. And then a light blue color, which is actually the one that you're seeing, like the little lone drills from that drill pack. That's the other dust drill, fairy dust drill right there. There is going to be a fair amount of 310 in this, but again, like I love my color blocking. It's my happy place. I can cruise and go to town on color blocking. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at where the specials will be in this canvas. So our first AB is going to be the yellow AB, and that's actually going to be the yellow that we see right here around this lower portion. All of this yellow right in here, is going to be an AB. We have some yellow around the jellyfish. We have more yellow around this area here, right up in here, kind of like the highlight around the rim of her ear. Same thing up in her hair. This yellow right here and right there is going to be that AB. Yellow on our jellies. There's like little accents of yellow on these jellyfish right through there. So that's where we're going to see a lot of the yellows. And then our other AB, so that's AB 3078 is the yellow. And then we have AB 5200, which is the white. So all of these little white spots that you see in here, the white that we see there, well, that one doesn't have white, but the one above it does. That white, the white on that one up in the top. And then as we come down through, the white of the design, the white right in there, white of the design, white right there. Same thing, white of the design, white right there. And then down here we have in the highlight on like the sun, the light shining on her chest. That's going to be that AB right through there. So that's where we have our ABs. And then our dust drills, we have two shades of dust. We have 3689, which is a pink, And that's actually going to be in our jellies. So that's going to be some of the pink right here. I see more of it right in here. Right here is some more with a little bit right up in there. Same thing, there's some pink dust right there over into here. And then as we come down into this section, I see a little bit more of it right there. And a couple drills right in here. And then there's definitely a strip of it right there. So we're going to have that dust drill, that pink dust drill kind of in all of our little jellies. And if you look closely at the colors of these jellies, they're very much like rainbow-esque. Look at how colorful those jellyfish are. You think, oh, it's a jellyfish, it's white, it's clear. No, they're very colorful jellyfish. And then our other special drill is 3766, which is a blue, kind of a pretty like bluish tone. That's going to be the handful of blue drills we see here, right there, a little bit of it in there. In all of these jellies, pretty much like all of those ones, and then right up here, all of these jellies have a little bit of the blue accenting them for that special drill. Even that little jelly over here. So that is Spiral Dream, and I have got to say, this one is gorgeous, and I am very happy with it. So this one right here, definitely a keeper. I'm very happy with this canvas right here for that one. So now we're going to take care of Spiral Dream, and we're going to check out what my other kit is and see. I'm excited to see because you guys, I want to know. Like I said, I do know it is a round, which tells me which canvas it is not. So we're going to pull this up. Hello, you passing through, Mochi Cat? All right, so now up for our, that is mine. You cannot have that, Mo. Next one. All right, so I have not looked at it yet. We're going to flip this over. There's one of two other kits that this one could be. There's and I'll show you what the other one is, but there's like a succulent one, and then the other one is a Deborah Malcolm elephants, all one. So I'm hoping it's a succulent one, so we will see. Let's go ahead and flip it over. Ah, it is. Yay. Okay. Okay. Ooh, yes. Well, it says Celestial Bloom. It's not really, those are Lotus. We're gonna take this one out and look at it. So this one is very similar size, 55.6 by 75.9. It is round, so that makes me super happy that it's another round. This is called Celestial Bloom by Ellie Milan. That's an artist. I don't know that I've ever heard that artist's name before. So I want to say that might be a new artist. So this is kind of a cool way to introduce like some really pretty canvases from artists that we may not be the most familiar with. Mochi, that is mine. You can't have it. No. That is not for you. You can get you have food in the kitchen. Or, well, in the dining room. Go eat your own food. Leave my cheese alone. Stop, that's mine. It's covered, so she can't get to it, but she wants it. She can smell it, so she's like, give me. Because she's a cheese hound. I can ask her if she wants a piece of cheese, and she will come running to have a piece of cheese. Such a little cheese hound. Huh, Mama? I know, I'm talking about you, baby cat. All right, so let's go ahead and open this one. And see what we got. Sushi, are you causing chaos, baby cat? Susu. Hi. Sushi. Ugh, this one doesn't want to come out. Okay, there we go. Whew. Work out to get it out of this thing. So it's like, in theory, these little boxes inside the box are nice. But in reality, I find them to be a pain in the butt to get stuff out. So this right here, toolkit. I'm not going to go over the toolkit. We already talked about it, or what the contents are. And now we're going to take a look at this. This will be our sticker sheet and our Treasure Quest card, which I think I need like 3 more golds. Yep, look, another bronze. Doesn't surprise me. I literally get nothing but bronze. I need 3 more golds, and then I'll have enough for a custom, which for how many kits I buy, I have yet to get a black card. No black cards in all of the kits that I have. No blacks. Go figure. All right. So this is going to be Celestial Bloom by the artist Ellie Milan. I'm getting too far forward. I'm on widescreen so you can see my hoodie on here. This is the canvas right here. There's our pretty picture. It is 66 colors. Mochi, don't touch that. 66 colors, round drills, and it is a 55.6 by 75.9. That is beautiful. So colorful. And they look like lotus. Those celestial blooms, they kind of remind me of lotus flowers because of the center portion of it is very lotus-like. So we're going to take a look at the colors. It's very, very colorful. I like that. This one has 2 ABs and 3 dust drills. And of course, you guys know I'm going to add all the bling to these. They are not going to be like what they are right now. They're going to have all the bling added in. So let's take a closer look at this. I can definitely say that I am happy with this box. definitely happy with this box. I definitely like it more than the Halloween box, because it's like I liked the canvases that I ended up getting. Because like I said, I was able to switch, or I was able to trade the canvas that I didn't care for one of the other canvases from the box. So that made me happy on that aspect. Oh my gosh, that is so colorful. Oh my word. That is so colorful. So much more color than you would think. Oh my goodness. I think that, like, I am surprised at how beautiful this canvas is, you guys. Oh my goodness. It is so stunning. Wow. Okay, and then we have a hummingbird right up there. This is extremely colorful, and I have got to say, I like this color. Like I said, I'm loving this more than I thought I would. We have some roses, some different type of flower here, and these are totally 100% lotus. That's what these big flowers are, and you've even got like the smaller lotus right there, and part of a lotus leaf. So those big flowers are definitely lotuses. Because a lotus have like this characteristic central spot where the seed pods go, and that's what we're seeing right here, where it's kind of like its own like standalone thing, and you've got the seed pods. And lotus flowers, before they open, are very much kind of have that look. But this is stunning. Oh my goodness. There's definitely going to be some areas of confetti, like there's like the little confetti dots in the background. But when I actually look at this, it's not like, yes, there's a lot of colors, but it's like a patch of color. So it's kind of like a patchworked areas of color. So even with all of these color changes here, it's not confetti. We have like, this is all of one color, and then we have a strip of another color, a strip of another, strip of another. This is another color here, another one inside it, and then one in the very center. So it's very much like isolated blocks of color to give it this like patchworked almost type look. It's very pretty. I actually am like very much liking it. All right, here are our drills. They're going to be very colorful as well. We're going to take a close look. Look at that rainbow kaleidoscope of colors. Look at how beautiful that is. Okay, so we have this 5200 AB right there. And then we have this beautiful green AB that you can see kind of sneaking and poking at us right there. Those are our two ABs. Oh, there is one of our dust. So we have that beautiful teal dust drill right there. And then our other dust drills, it looks like we have a yellow and a pink dust. So one of these yellows is going to be a dust drill, which I'm not seeing it off the top of. Oh, there it is. So it's that yellow that you can just see right there. That yellow is a dust. And then our other dust is actually the pink right behind it. So those are all of our specials. Not a very close-up picture of them, but you guys get the gist. So now, where are we going to find all of those specials on this canvas? So the AB, the green AB, it's going to be AB 3348. That is going to be, there's some of it right in here, kind of like a part of the accent on the tips of the lotus there. I'm also seeing that one like right up in here and a little bit right there. Same thing, it's right in here. It's kind of like a pale green. There's a little bit of it right up in here in this patch in the sky as well. There's probably more spots, but those are the main ones that I'm seeing. Our next AB is going to be the AB 5200, so the white, and that's going to be the tips of the leaves, or the petals of the flower. All of that right in there, right here, the outline here. All of those spots are going to be the white AB. Same thing, a lot of it down here on these petals here, and a little bit over onto those petals right there. And then our dust drills, we have Z743, which is a yellow. So that's going to be this fairy dust, that yellow right there. Also that bright yellow here, bright yellow in the center of the lotus, right in there. And then right up in here a lot on this bud right up there. And then next up is Z3816, which is that beautiful tealish color. That's going to be pretty prominent throughout this canvas. So we have some of it like way down here on the bottom. There's some of it way down over here. There's some you see right there. I'm also seeing it in like here, this section here. There's a lot on that petal right here. That's kind of like lighter teal color that makes up this, that. All of that, and then right in there in the center. This is all going to be that same dust drill right here, right into there. That's all the dust drill, and there's a little bit of the dust in our hummingbird, in that teal on our hummingbird. And then our last color is Z3833, which is a pinkish, that pinkish toned one. which that one is going to be right in here on these flowers there, right there. So like strips of it kind of flipping around, accenting those petals. Same thing over here on our rose. It's creating some of the spirals of pink on the rose, kind of that lighter pink that we see right through here is that other dust drill. There's a big patch of the dust right there. I'm also seeing some patches of it here, a little bit of it scattered up into the background as like some of the confetti in the background. And then also the mid-tone pink that we see right here on the leaves, or the leaves of our hummingbird. Yes, the leaves of our hummingbird, the wings of our hummingbird. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is beautiful. Can you guys imagine how much bling I'm going to do on this canvas? It is going to be blinged out because it is one that needs it. It comes with some great specials, but I am going to be adding so much more bling when I eventually work on this one. I am going to be trying to work on older kits initially with a few like event type kits thrown in, but this is going to be very much a very bling heavy kit when I do work on it. And again, I'm super happy with the size. The size point of these two canvases to me is perfection. They're my happy place. If I'm like dialed in and focusing, I can easily knock out a 50 by 70 in a week. That's like, you know, I usually divide it in half, and then I divide it into sections. And I'll do typically like 3 to 4 sections this way. So it'll end up being 6 to 8 sections total. But it will be so much fun to do. Momo, what are you doing? Hey. Yes, you playing with your little fat dangles. There's our tail. So anyways, this is beautiful. I'm really surprised at that one because it was like, it looked pretty from a distance when I was seeing it, but seeing the actual render for it and what it actually looks like, I am like, wow, that was a lot more, like, you guys probably saw my reaction when I opened the box. You're probably like, okay, yeah. You could see how I reacted when I opened it. I was very much pleasantly surprised at how stunning this canvas ended up being, a lot more than I was expecting. So I'm like, okay, that one is beautiful. That is a definite win as far as mystery boxes are concerned. I am very pleased with both Celestial Bloom and Spiral Dream. I think those are excellent ones. I'm very happy, and it makes me even happier that they are both rounds. So that's like, out of the 2 kits, or out of the 4 kits that they released, these 2 were my absolute favorite. I am going to show, let me pull up my iPad, and I will show you guys the additional 2 that, let me go to the right page. I'll show you guys the additional 2. All right. So if you don't want the other one spoiled, look away, but I'm going to show you all 4 canvases. So this right here is what all 4 canvases look like. So we have this one right here is going to be the one that I just got, which is absolutely stunning, and I love the render of it. It's very beautiful. So that's our Celestial Blooms. That one right there is the Deborah Malcolm elephants, which I was like, I would have enjoyed it, but at the same time, I love the elephant one that I already have. I think the elephant one that I have I love the color palette more than this one here, which I got an extra of that other elephant in the recent box, in the Halloween, or the previous box that was like the Halloween time frame. I ended up getting one of the other elephant one, which I already owned, so now I have an extra of that one to destash. But that's what, like, that one there. Here is the Bear Brickja, which I thought she's beautiful. I love it. And I love how much it's very deceptive when you look at it. You don't think there's the level of color that this has. It's very colorful. And then the last one is the Cute But Unstable from Diane Ong. So this one, I know a lot of people were really looking forward to this image right here. And I was hoping, I was like, if I had gotten this one, I was going to trade it with a friend who did not get it but wants that one. But I got both rounds, so that makes me super happy. Because that was probably my least favorite of all of them. I think it's a cute picture, but I don't know that I would enjoy diamond painting it. So there's, of course, our spiral, what is it called? Spiral Dream. There we go. Spiral Dream is this one right here. She's beautiful, from Bear Brickja. And then right up here, this is one of like After the Stroll or something like that, from Deborah Malcolm. It's beautiful, definitely gorgeous. And then the last one being this one right here, which is the Celestial Bloom, which I was like looking at it on the photo. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's okay. But seeing the actual canvas and the render on the canvas, I'm like, that is stunning. I love it. So anyways, I actually am very pleased with this box. I think like my very first box experience I got was this summer, where I got like the autumn sunset box, which I was like really, I don't think I had anything that I really wanted to keep out of that box. And then trying to destash has been the challenge, because everybody got autumn sunset in their box and nobody wanted to get rid of autumn sunset. And I got my box like 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks after everybody else did, because which for absolutely no reason. There was like a handful of us that ended up getting it ridiculously late for that box. So that was one that I was kind of like not so happy about, that particular box. And I was like, oh, well, I just, if I can make my money back, I will be pleased if I break even, which that's the whole point. I'm not going to like price anything to sell crazy, but I'd be like, if I could even make my money back, I would have been happy. And I still have like 1 or 2 of them. You don't need to jump on this. I'll put it on the floor and you can get on it on the floor. There. She was going to try to jump in the box while I was sitting. And then the Halloween box, I got, one of them is a duplicate, so that I still need to destash when I get around to destashing. One of them I didn't care for, but I was able to trade it for the other one. So it was like a 2 for 4 on that. And then this one is like a 2 for 2 with these 2 canvases here. But anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. I really wanted to show off this, unboxing so you guys could see the 2 kits that I just received from my mystery box. Will I do another mystery box? Probably. I'm just so paranoid that they're going to release a Yume and I'm going to miss out on a Yume. And it's like knowing that they're going to be like, I hope they do more where it's just like this. So it's a lower price point, which I like. And you are only getting the new releases. So I hope they do more of this style of mystery box. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys for today. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.